you hate this. I know you hate this. You can block me, you can curse me out, but where's the video on if I
What's on your mind? Say that you've been thinking all night. Don't waste no time. Press record, relax and unwind. Because it's Olay and Kennie. Olay and Kennie. Because it's Olay and Kennie. Olay and Kennie.
It's
a
you
book.
literally just showing it. Where did you find that?
Shout outs to Dropout. It's a joke from essentially Dropout is a streaming service made by YouTubers, content creators, comedians, and there was an inside joke of something called a bug with a big ass, and they made a plug.
Like regular bugs, like ants.
No,
in
yeah, just a
life.
bug.
Because I was
It's
like,
just a
don't
bug.
all bugs kind of like, don't we always depict them with
But like
asses?
one with a fatty. And so like I have a picture of Russet looking at it in astonishment, and it's on the front of my phone.
You know, it's so funny. If you hadn't told me, like, described it as like, oh, it's a bug with a big butt, I would have just thought it would look like a regular bug.
And that is the title of it. If you look it up, if you type in bug with a big ass, you can probably buy it if it wasn't a limited time
Bug
purchase.
with a big butt.
No, big ass.
Oh, specifically big ass. Okay, I'm so sorry. I was trying to be modest. Oh, I found it. Yeah, no, that did come up. It came up. Oh, it's $30. You can still get it.
Shout outs to Dropout. I want to be on there so bad, but I'm not like a professional comedian. I'm just an awkward little bitch, and I just want to be on there.
I feel like the only reason I know what Dropout is because I'm pretty sure I feel like Aaron has mentioned it to me before.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Yeah, I'm looking at this. Yeah, Aaron has mentioned this before.
I think Jarvis has been on there a few times.
Oh,
my
it's
boyfriend.
Okay, I'm seeing it's like a show.
It's like a streaming thing. Like they have a bunch of different shows now.
Okay,
creator made.
No, that's really dope.
Yeah, and so now that I got my biracial dog and her favorite plushie, I feel set.
Is Russet biracial?
She's multiracial, actually.
All my animals are
biracial.
Black.
I found out that she's like only 40% Yorkie, and the rest is like
Chihuahua?
Random. She is not Chihuahua at all.
There's no Chihuahua. Okay.
I was lied to, or I was misled.
So what is she?
She's actually.
Oh, for those who don't know, Kennie did a DNA test on the dog. That's why we are ascribing race. And
she is actually a wiener.
Really?
Yeah, she's like a little under 20% wiener.
Oh, so she's what happens if you.
That's why she got a fat ass. That's kind of how we go back around.
Russet has a fat ass. There's so much I'm learning.
Because every time I take her to the doctors, they'll like palpate her body, and then they'll get to the legs, and they're like, "Whoa, she got a lot of junk back here. She's very muscular back here." And I was like, "Yeah, she poking out the back."
That's actually hilarious.
And it's apparently because she's like wiener, and then this real ugly dog is a Chinese crested.
Oh, I know exactly what kind of dog that is.
And a Maltese, but the highest ones are Yorkie and Wiener.
Oh, I see that. I was about to say, did I fucking tell you that somebody accused me of getting Dennis from a breeder?
No.
Bitch. The other day, like, you know what? This is a perfect example for what I was saying last episode when I said, the internet will get on your nerves about any thing. Like the most innocuous thing, the internet will get on your nerves because I call myself, that's what happens to me when I say, let me go share my little joy with the world, right? I looked at Dennis in the house, right? I think I might have said it. I was like, oh my God, Dennis is so big now. So I take like a picture of him and I was like looking at it, sent CJ and like my sister and stuff, like, oh, the picture of him real small and the picture of him big. And so I'm like, let me go put that on my community post, right? I was like, oh, look how big Dennis has gotten. You know what? Kenny, let me read you. Let me read you exactly what was said. Hold on. Just so
Well, do you
you
feel like, as you look that up, this has been the season of people creating a lot of just like interesting head canons in my comments, and I find it fascinating.
bruh, bruh, make stuff up and then they just start talking as though it's true.
I thought I got one comment that, in the grand scheme of things, was very innocuous, but essentially, they basically, if I wanted to go real extreme, if I wanted to be an asshole, they have basically accused me of like being too open to saying how fine are while I have a partner. They were like, that's crazy that you talk about how sexy that man is and you got a boyfriend. I was like, are you having like some cucking fantasy that I'm just over
telling
there?
you,
Like,
in your comments having whole conniption fits about how you should like
someone said, I'm so proud, I'm so happy or something. You're just like me. You like put your boyfriend in shirts that he wouldn't want to wear. And I'm like,
what shirt
because he was wearing one of my drag queen shirts.
Oh, so
And
they assumed that you made
they
Darrell put that on,
assumed
as opposed
I
to
put it on him as opposed to him just picking a shirt that he
that's
found
so
and put it
funny.
on.
If you're a who met Darrell at your house watching drag. What was it like?
Drag D&D. We were watching Dungeons and Drag Queens.
Yeah.
I love Dungeons and Drag Queens.
I'm like, all him and Kenny was doing was watching drag themed content, queer YouTube content,
and like I told him about the comment while he was wearing a Protect the Doll shirt that I also had. So I was like, what are you talking about? I'm like, I guess, okay. They were like, I'm so happy you make him do that. And I was like, what?
Sir, that's who he really is. Those are his own values. No one made his own
values. He's very pro protect the dolls.
Let me read you the comment.
Yes.
Let me tell you how this this fried my shit, bitch. Like my blood. So I posted, I go, look how big my baby Dennis has gotten. What the why does hold on, what is this technology? What just happened? Why did it Oh my God.
I'm trying so hard to not let my ADHD take me because I'm looking at your nails and I'm like, how do you not get carpal tunnel?
Carpal tunnel from what?
Because when I be trying to type like this,
I type normal.
I don't know how to do them. I don't know how to walk in them like heels.
I don't know.
I be fucking my shit it.
Because now that I think about it, your nails you don't do your nails regularly. Hey.
Oh, I do them all the time. I just fuck them up. I fuck my nails up, like personally.
You know, but I mean, like, you don't be an acrylic. No, that's what I mean. Like,
I'm not an acrylicer.
You're right. I have, because I'm like, the minute you said that, I suddenly started thinking, and I saw many beats, but I was like, have I ever seen this bitch's nails?
I'm a fan. They're done regularly. It's just they are gel X, and if I do it poorly, and so I start hyperfixating on where gel touch my skin, and so I start picking at it, and then before you know it, I ain't got no nails.
Why don't you go to the salon, my friend? It's the genuine.
In a way, pride. Because there's a part of me that feels like I can do this shit.
Kenny.
And I've been trying for a very long time, and I still have yet to be able to do this shit. I took my set off yesterday, and I was like, oh, okay. My shit bleeding. I was double checking to make sure I didn't have ring and fires. And the fact that I still have nails on the plate now is a blessing, because I used to fuck that shit up hard. One time I had no thumb. Actually, more than once I've had no thumbnail. And so to answer your question, no, I don't get them done. I should. I used to get my toes done only, but I realized that you could also fuck them up too. So I started doing gel X on my toes.
Bitch, go to the salon.
And now my toes are in a precarious, like my big toes specifically are in a precarious situation, but you can't tell because they under
You're a funny.
And I would
go,
show y'all my feet, but y'all don't pay enough for that. We don't have a sponsor for feet pics yet, so I ain't gonna show you that.
You was a funny gal. This is what the person said. They comment on the picture of Dennis and they go, beautiful boy, but please don't support breeders anymore. Rescue is the only way to go. I see that and I'm like, who the fuck are they?
Did I say that I got him from a breeder?
Let me tell you something. As somebody who has to learn to ignore people, like just stop trying. You can't correct or like inform thousands of people on the internet about whatever narrative they have about you, whatever, hope somebody else in the comments say something. I cannot stand when a mother makes some shit up out of the clear blue sky and presents it like a fact. Like if you didn't know better, the way that's phrased, if you were scrolling by, you would think that I have previously discussed that I had got my dog from a breeder. Like, and let me tell you another thing that pissed me the off, Kenny, as somebody who happens to have a bunch of unwanted vagrant animals in my home. I'm like, bitch, none of my animals, every single one of these has a derelict story of how they came into my life. So I'm like, first and foremost,
especially Asada.
Especially Asada. They all have a ghetto ass backstory. I'm like, bitch, the only reason, let me tell you what made me mad, it felt like the equivalent, like if I had children and one of them was light skinned, and so now all of a sudden that baby's special. Because why the fuck you assume, because it's Dennis. No one's ever people talk so much shit about me on the internet, down to my pets. They've talked shit about their names, this, da, da, da. I've seen all kind of shit said. I've never seen anybody accuse any of them from being from a breeder. But the fucking white one.
I was gonna say, don't think, okay, colorism with pets is real.
It's crazy. You saw this white man and his blue eyes, and you decided he was too good to have been from a rescue or the shelter. You decided that, and then not only that, you put your anti-blackness on me. Like I said, I must have decided I wanted this white man with the blue eyes, and so I went and got a breed. Dennis is from the side of the road. Dennis is from the side of the road. Some two-step ups from crackheads was trying to hawk this dog. This dog was a brand new puppy, fresh out his mom pussy, not supposed to be anywhere near the public street. He was in the middle of nowhere, in the south, on the side of the road, in an empty town, on the side of the road in front of a Walmart. Some trying to sell him. I'm like, give me that poor baby.
The dog.
This is a it doesn't end there. Kenny, I'm not done. I'm not fucking done, Kenny. Because that shit annoyed me so bad. As was not guilty of those charges, I said, you know what? I'm going to fucking respond. I respond, and I said, what the fuck are you talking about? I said, every single one of my pets is a rescue. Why the fuck would you make that shit up? Kenny, let me tell you what this mother responded to me. And let me tell you, I feel bad. I hate when I can see that the person that's getting on my nerves is a fan. I hate that you, as a person who likes me, have decided to annoy me so much that you might not have a positive experience because you annoyed me. Like, I feel bad that whoever that person might watch this episode, and probably will, because I checked and I'm like, this person is a subscriber of every channel in the Illuminativerse. So are you upset that you would upset me like this, lady? Like that this would be how you make me communicate with you?
And now you're not gonna buy a mug. And
I'm like, I hate this lady because you don't upset me. This lady responds to me. Kenny, my blood go right. I said, what are you talking about? All my pets are rescues. Why would you make that up? You know what this mother said to me, Kenny? They said, what rescue, if I may ask? Before I even say anything else. Before we even go from there. As though I'm a lying ass bitch who needs to prove something to her. What rescue? I'm telling you, you've made something up. and put it out in the world. In fact, I have corrected you, and now you're acting like I have to prove something to you. This is why I don't talk. I seen that right there, and I was like, I'm telling this story, so no, I don't talk to people. This is it here. When they be like, oh my God, are you gonna, can you post more about your family? I'm like, no.
I will say, one of the things that I find really funny about scenarios like that, because like, again, I think I talked about this in the first episode where like I was being accused of like deleting comments and like whatnot. I don't have the energy to do that. I do my ad reads in bed. You think I had an energy to sit there and argue with some about anything? Like, no, I don't. But 9 times out of 10, I'll like talk to creators and they're like, yeah, this shit pissed me off. And I'm like, I think my head immediately goes to, I'm not reading that shit. I just go about my life. I'm like, that's incorrect, but okay. Go off, queen. Period. All right. I remember somebody swore up and down I was lying about being from Detroit.
Oh
and
my
that
God.
was actually the funny, because this was on
They
Twitter.
said you don't fit the stereotype.
I'm not Detroitian enough. I'm not whatever. Like I didn't, whatnot. And I'm not Detroit as in like a suburb of Detroit, not near. No, I am Detroit public schools. I was born and raised in Detroit.
And he said, liar. Show me a birth certificate.
You're incorrect. The way that you speak tells me I was being accused of being of suburban descent. And so
Of suburban descent.
I remember I just retweeted it and was like, okay. Like, I'm not gonna sit here and argue with you. And then they went on this like rant.
No, that'd be a
being
crazy
like,
part. They go on a diatribe about the thing they've made up.
And I was like, and it was funny because this is also on Twitter. So I had people that I went to high school with. So they were like, no, she's from Detroit. She is factually, that is where she's from. I picked her up from her house like regularly. I knew.
People make shit up.
Yes.
And
they were
people
like,
make shit up and
I
they
just don't believe it.
Triple down. I
just don't believe
make up news stories to support it. Like they used to put out there on the internet, hi Dennis, I'm actually talking about you right now, white child.
Hi, I love you, white baby. And not to go off tangent too, but back to the colorism of white animals. I remember when people was trying to beautify roaches and shit when they found a white one on Twitter, and I was like, "That's how you know this shit is color." They were calling it calling it a fairy bug and shit, and I was like, "It's a white roach, bitch. Y'all will not."
I'm telling you, like it's crazy how the anti-blackness like extends. Like the racialization of dogs is like a legitimate, actual thing.
Yeah.
And
especially
so,
like bull mixes.
Like it actually is. Yeah, like pit bulls and stuff. It's not even like we're cracking jokes. That's why it's so irritating. Like you see this white husky and you think, so let me finish. She went on. What rescue, if I may ask? Weeks-old blue-eyed husky mixes are exceedingly rare in rescues. But hey, maybe you traveled to a specific rescue after being on a waiting list and donating. Just something I've hardly seen in 15 years working in North American rescues. If you did indeed rescue him, my apologies. That would be one of those 0.01% cases. I mean this so respectfully, ma'am, when I say, bitch, what the Let me tell you something. I seen that and I was like, I really hate that I have to make it so I never see another comment from this person in my life. Like, no, I hate it because again, I genuinely like, when I tell you I truly hate people having a negative experience with me, like it's not like to the point where it gives me second anxiety. Like I hate when it makes me upset for people to upset me, because once you upset me, now I'm gonna upset you and I'm going to be upset about making you feel bad. Like I hate
you gotta start hitting with the weird bitch. Just
and
go about
I didn't reply, right? Because like I said, I don't at this point in time, I don't want people to have a bad time. I understand that people, like, I don't know you. I don't want to make you feel bad. You watch my content. I want you to like have a good, pleasant experience and blah, blah, blah. But boy, God damn it, bitch, who the fuck are you talking? Bitch, I feel like it's like 6 rounds of like there's so much that's being said that doesn't make any. First of all, do the only animals that are rescued count as rescue? Like if we're talking adopt, don't shop.
The only animal rescued is white. Yes,
and they're all from some fancy rescue organization? Like, what the are you talking about, bitch? Like, did you call North America what's rare? Bitch, again, this was on the side of the road and he had a sister right on the road. On the road. So, what are you saying? What are you saying? Also, too, another thing, I hate to, like, my animals be raggedy, unwanted, and then they come in my house and get a posh life, and now all of a sudden people start talking like they was always living, you know what I mean? Like they was always say some fancy I got from somewhere. Nobody wanted these. Okay, like, bitch, what? If you did indeed rescue him, bitch, are you accusing me of something? I'm like, and that's what I don't like about it's like, do I owe you? I have the story. I can tell you about every one of my animals has a nice sordid tale about how they got into this house. But do I owe you that, bitch? When I post my husky, because you decide he's cool, I gotta say, and she talking about this like he's a Siberian husky. Bitch, this is an Alaskan husky. This is a
I don't know
bottom
the
tier
difference.
street husky. He ain't got no, this is not fluffy, right? He couldn't get on the snow dogs. Okay, this isn't top tier, like top of the line husky.
He would not be the America's Next Top Husky.
This is the street husky. Okay, I'm just like, bitch, what? Like, I want you to know, I was so offended. I bitch, Kenny, I went around. I was like, oh, you ain't gonna be able to talk to lady, for me to not cuss you out, I'm gonna have to hide user from channel because you don't know how irritating that shit. It was the fact that I done said to you, that's not true, and the bitch was still accusing me. Like, if I may ask, if you did indeed, oh, it would be the 0.01% cases. Like, bitch, huh? Like, what?
You gotta hit it with a you a weird bitch and just go. I'm telling you, they'll ruin your whole day.
Oh, like, and the thing is, I can't say that because if I say that, you know what's the thing? It's like will annoy you. People will come in your comments and they say shit. They say the most irritating fucking shit to you, and they want you to like receive it so positively. And even if you don't respond rude, even if you clarify, you just whatever, they'd be like, oh. Like they get so upset because I understand because it's an agitating feeling in your spirit, thinking like where you suddenly like, oh shit, I thought I was just saying something in the ether or whatever. They just don't expect there to be any like whatever. But I'm like, imagine you me minding your business.
I think there is something to be said about like commenting in general. It's like, I think most people, I'm not a commenter. Just as a person, very rarely am I commenting on people's stuff outside of like another creator who I may know or like
really like their stuff
or are in the same general sphere. But I'm not a commenter because I don't have anything to say. And so I don't like whatever thoughts I have, I'm like, oh, okay, I agree, or I don't really agree with that. And then it just, and it's, but like commenting, I'm two minds of it because I do, as a person who receives comments, I do like receiving comments generally. Yeah. Because I think it keeps the like, the interactions going. And because I don't respond very often or I can't respond very often, it keeps conversation going. Like I make a video and I get reception and whatnot. But I do think that commenting is that avenue where people, again, start to get parasocial. And for better or worse, I think not engaging helps it from getting more parasocial because it feels like, oh, I'm giving you attention. Like I'm like, you know, type of thing. So I don't know. Commenting is weird. And I have a love-hate relationship with it. I think it's
I love positive. Well, let me say just like positive. I'm fine with the comment. Like me and my relationship with the comments and stuff nowadays is like I don't answer as a general policy. Like I said, that's what it stood out to me. This lady, I went and answered because I was like, I'm gonna let me just clarify. Like my dog did not come from a breeder. Let me don't let that narrative float. And then they pushed back, and I was like, oh, I've enough of this. Like, and I didn't engage any further. Like I don't engage in negativity, but I like for example, once I once I created merch, like I recently launched my merch, I was like, okay, let me reach out. I reached out to most of the people who I like identify.
I got my
as-
shirt.
Oh, you
Yeah, it just came in, but I was like,
got it? Oh,
I'm
yay.
already wearing orange, so if I wear it, it'll be like too orange. But I
Oh,
might wear it
you
when
got
I
an orange, like an orange Olay and Chill shirt?
yeah, yep, I got this the smoker face. Yeah, I like
Oh,
that
I
one. I
love
was like, yeah,
that. Yay. I can't
and
wait
I
to
want my
see.
mug to get here, but I think it's coming
I
separately.
have my shoot me with your big gun mug, which is actually my most bought piece of merch.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I actually find it very hilarious and like, and I'm like cute because it's really just a Bahamian way you talk. Like, so I'm like, it ain't mine. I'm like, maybe this is what Bahamians say. Like, they would say it in my like, listen, it's just a Bahamian way I speak. Sometimes, like, some things people like put that on the mug. I'm like, you just want a Bahamian, you want Bahamian dialect on
want
the
me-
mug, and like, there is I'm gonna link it. I'm gonna find it. There is a Bahamian, like a Bahamian. You probably can't get the. I don't know if you could get the stuff outside of the Bahamas, but there is like a company in the Bahamas that sells like known. Excuse me, do y'all hear me? You hear them? You can't
What
hear
is
them
that?
growling?
Oh, that's growling? I
That's
thought that was somebody driving by.
That's fucking Dennis and Cleo rumbling all around the ground after they begged to stay in here during this episode. Like, what are y'all doing? But yeah, once I got merch and stuff, I was like, I reached out to like a bunch of the people I recognize from my comments. Like, oh, these people really support me. They're highly engaged. I know whatever. And I tried to like, and several of my mods. And I was like, oh, pick out whatever you want, your favorite merch, and I'll like send that to you for free. And so, and then now I'm trying to do like I did for Learn Naughty Pop this month. I told them like last week I put a community post like, hey, whoever is the first person to guess what my next video is on, I'll send you like your favorite piece of merch or whatever for free. And so the person who guessed the boys first, I like sent them and did that. So like I like the positive engagement. I don't like when like I hate when someone it's like little shit too. It's not even just like they're extremely disrespectful. It's like the stuff, like people who watch you, like you genuinely are part of my audience. So you happen to have insight that something gets on my nerves and you do it anyway. Like for example, today, Kenny, first of all, I need to paint the scene. Okay, you need the context. I wake up this week. YouTube hit my Euphoria video. Like they hit that with a copyright trying to take all the money from that, right? That I had to fight. Then like I had to fight that on like, oh, them just like taking all the money. Obsession, they went to copyright. NBC's greedy ass pulled it down, like blocked it.
Really?
Bitch. Kenny, if I like my head already hurting.
NBC? How would NBC?
That's they bitch asses who gonna be distributing it or whatever the fuck. Not girl, don't get me started. Girl, don't get me, Kenny. Do not get me started because we'll never get to Nature Boy. But listen, so then
Oh yeah, this video is about Nature Boy. I forgot.
I swear we'll get to it.
We will get to that. If we're gonna talk about NBC, I will complain about Love Island for a few minutes, and then we can go ahead. Go ahead.
So they go and they block the video, right? I dispute it. They uphold the dispute. I escalated to appeal, so it's back up, but not getting monetized. So you don't shut the momentum of my video that's doing well, cut off the momentum at the knees. It's not making the money. It's still on appeal. Then it gets hit with, after I escalated to appeal, they try to hit it with another NBC, another takedown, bitch. I escalate that to appeal, get that up. Then I wake up this morning and they've demonetized the boys. So paint the scene of my blood boiling, Kenny. I'm like, oh, you know, I've been trying to catch up on pop videos since going to the Bahamas since last month for TJ birthday. I'm finally getting shit in momentum sponsors up. You hidden videos, bitch. I'm in here like I'm trying not to walk on my hands, bitch.
I mean, I was scared with Obsession in particular because I just released my video on it because I felt like I was gonna get a bunch of more than like copyright stuff. I thought I was gonna get a bunch of incel losers in my shit, and so far not yet.
No. It's the audience is sensible for the most part about Obsession, but yeah. So that's what happens. I'm mad about that to the point where I'm like, I make a community post letting them know like, hey, the Obsession video got pulled down. The Euphoria one has gotten demonetized, so I'm not planning to make a Euphoria season 3 video. Although I did end up winning the appeal on Euphoria. So I might still do season 3. We'll see. But they doing bullshit too. But I had made this post. I'm already upset. I'm letting you know I am upset, bitch. Like, even if I don't say I'm mad as I just told you 2 fire videos and they took my money. This is not a hobby. They took my money. I'm mad as I'm mad as nothing anger. Listen, bitch, let me show you several of the comments. Getting ready to set my blood on fire. I say obsession pulled out. Somebody goes, but are you gonna make backrooms? I'll kill you. Girl, what? First of all, I hated backrooms. Let's start there.
I haven't seen it yet.
And don't. Sucked. It sucked. The nicest thing I could do as a fellow YouTube don't say nothing. Hated it. So first of all, second of all, even if I loved it, bitch, even if I did want to make it, if I said took that obsession, are you gonna do black rooms or are you gonna kill yourself? Like, then somebody goes, oh girl, oh. I'm so like, then someone's like, oh, but are you not gonna still do Euphoria? They're like, are you gonna not do it because you're rich? Like, I have 8 channels. Do y'all understand that? I have people who work for me. I gotta pay. Do you understand? If a shit ain't making no money, I told you they hitting my shit back to back. Am I gonna do it for free? Bitch, I'm hot. So then I said, blood boiling already, bitch. Trying to like, you don't curse out your fans. You don't curse out your fans. They don't know. They just love you. They want you to talk about it because they like you. Then somebody goes, hey, I know you hate this. I know you hate this. You can block me. You can curse me out. But where's the video on, bitch? If I was like, and then I click on there, like, you know, you can see the rest of their comments. And the last comments is them commenting on other videos like, hey, can you do this? I know you don't like this, but can I suggest? I'm like, when you comment on my comment section, before you can comment on my comment section, if you go to comment on my comment section for the first time, a channel guideline pops up that says, don't suggest me shit. I don't work for you. I hate that shit. I'm like, telling you, my videos are being demonetized. I've been working, and you're like, can you make No. And not only were they asking me for some bullshit, they was asking me for some shit that wouldn't make me no money. Talking about where's the Molly and Issa video? Where the other fucking Instagram videos went to die, bitch? What? Oh, I'm sorry. That I love y'all. I promise. I love the fans. I love the audience. I really do.
Whoever's editing this, if it's Aaron, feel free to put a timestamp for Crashout.
I promise I'm okay now.
And with that,
we used to talk about Love Island.
I will just say briefly about Love Island, because in a similar vein, but not to the people. me and you, we've discussed this. We fundamentally feel different about like the can you watch XYZ thing. I don't mind it because to me it's less thought. I'm like, oh, people are interested in this. And if I think it's halfway decent, maybe I'll inquire.
You have a much better temperament disposition to talking to you than I do. And it's because it's the funny thing because
I think it's because of our height.
That you're nicer than me because you really just care less.
I care less.
Not that you, it's that this bitch really don't give a f what y'all talking about. Like the whole time me and Darrell madder than you. Me and Darrell, what the f they talking about, Kenny? Oh, I just don't understand like why they think that.
That's crazy.
Kenny, like, I guess I didn't like that. I guess I didn't like that take.
It's really funny because okay, this is off topic, but kind of related. I recently got a new therapist, right?
Mm-hmm.
And I had no problem with my last therapist. I just felt like we did all the work we could do. I kind of felt like with each other. And
right.
I feel like there were moments when, I hope this doesn't come off wrong, but there were moments when us being both Black women got in the way. If
that's how I
makes
felt
sense.
about like the therapist I had a consultation with the other day. Like I had like one meeting with her and then I was like,
the one that was super kind of birdish.
The one who I told you was very like, you have a husband. That's not good.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
yeah. That was like,
Yeah.
I'm talking you of love because you like think like you want to be an autonomous person. Like,
Yeah. So,
okay.
so actually, for similar reasons, I ended up saying like maybe I should look around because essentially I was talking to my therapist about like I am a very independent person who's in a relationship,
Right.
and I was raised by two very traditionally, you know, cishet parents. They
Yeah.
were, my mother stayed at home, my father worked, my father didn't emote, my mother emoted a lot. And
My father
that
couldn't
worked a
emote.
lot, and that seemed to work for them. I have no problems with people doing the traditional thing if y'all want it.
If y'all want it.
But I knew it didn't make sense.
Yeah, it
Like
doesn't suit you.
nothing that I do is particularly traditional.
Yeah.
So why would that also make sense? And so I would go to her saying like, "Hey, I'm trying to reestablish what expectations I have for things, considering I don't fall into this very like patriarchal mindset, and ultimately I think it's harmful, generally speaking."
Yeah.
And she just kind of hit me with like, "Well, you like gender roles," and I'm like, "Bitch, what?" You didn't hear what I said at all.
Well, you like gender roles is crazy.
I was like, I was raised with gender roles, and I don't.
Doesn't mean I like them.
That doesn't mean that I think it's even. I think it's a fail safe. It's or not even fail safe. It's a fallback. I go back
Yeah.
to that because what else do I know? But I'm trying to figure out what would work for me. And she's like, "Well, like growing up, your parents, your dad may cook too sometimes, you can be out of the traditional, but at the end of the day, the man's a provider and a blah, 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 blah." And I was like, okay, you're not hearing
I'm
me.
telling you.
And we were good for most subjects, but that was the one where I really felt like I was hitting a wall, because I was like, I think we're reaching a place that I genuinely don't think that you understand what I'm saying.
No, she's so sometimes like a lot of women, and I understand it too, even like beyond traditional value set and being raised, but
Yeah.
just in terms of like what you see in this world, right? Like it's
Yeah.
so infrequent that you see like loving, emotionally supportive, open, whatever men that like when you see a woman with one, it's like they just default to this like, you're so lucky. Should you not be so grateful that it matter more than anything else? You know what I mean? And
Sure.
it's like, no, please.
There was a lot of like projected codependence.
Yes.
Again, like that. Again, I'm dressing him.
Mhm.
Like he couldn't choose a shirt
Like
to
the
put
assumption.
on.
Yeah. No, the other day, me and
Or
CJ
like I'm
were at the
teaching
gas.
him to be progressive.
Yeah,
Like
no.
like I'm training him to be progressive. And it's like, no. Our first date, we talked about Palestine. to this day, that he's like, "What was the thing that made Kendall start flirting with you?" I was like, "What are your thoughts on Palestine?" He was like, well, we about to get heavy, but free Palestine, because that." And I was like, "Oh, good. I think I like you." Like
They
you
don't
kind of
know.
sexy to me right now.
It's honestly insane. Like, when I went home to the Bahamas, I went to go see my great aunt. Oh Lord, my aunt Val, and I take CJ to me. Listen, there's a certain level of like, oh Lord, of just having to like know about your family and like really having to just grit your teeth and bear certain shit, like not even like take it like personally. And like for my great aunt, for the most part, like my great aunt don't bother me in the way like let's say my mother does. I'm like, all right, like I expect a certain this, but this is the first time like she ever meet CJ, bring them around. Like,
Sure.
oh my God, I have a migraine just later just thinking about it. The way my family before, the amount of things that people put on you and say about you and stereotype you because they perceive you as a successful woman is crazy. And like before I ever got married, it was
Ooh,
like,
I have a lot to say, but I'll say it when we're not recording.
oh my gosh.
I have some things to say.
They used to say so much shit like, oh, well, I'm not gonna be a family one. Like they just put on you like you would have swear I was somewhere saying I'm not gonna have a husband and children just because they see you be successful and they decide that you are not somebody who obviously don't want this, you're not gonna have this, not whatever. So then when I have that as well, I'm at my aunt is saying like to him, my aunt is saying shit like, oh, I hope you don't like at the thought of, she's just like looking for shit to critique me about. And she's like, oh, I hope I don't like a man being in the kitchen. I hope you don't have him in the kitchen to lie me and blah, 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 and this and the next thing. And he shouldn't have to do this. And she just like drowning us in like all this, whatever, whatever. Like, and I'm like, if you don't leave me the fuck alone with this gender role nonsense, and then
Like,
you get,
it's
and then
do
you
we
gotta
not
force
both
me to
need
get
to
rude,
eat?
you know? Because Cleo, why would you do that? Why would you jump up on the like
Whoever editing, I'm sorry, I burped real loud. I tried to do it away from the I tried to do it away from
but
I'm
yeah,
so
no,
sorry.
niggas put so much shit on you, and like to what you were saying with the therapist. When I went to go see, I went to have that appointment with that therapist the other day, and it was like she was very nice, but it was like she was nice. But when I tell you,
Mm.
genuinely, like her worldview on relationships and marriage and all of that is so patriarchy that she was like treating innately me having purely the fact that I have any sense of like, oh, I am passionate about my career. I am ambitious. I have other things that are just as important to
I
me.
am a singular person before and during
You know what I
being
mean?
in
I
this
was like, oh, I
relationship.
want
Yeah.
the things that are for me and this and that. She was like, oh, I'm like surprised you even like got married. I'm like, bitch, what the are you talking about? Bitch, I love my husband. What are you talking about? This is not about. We're not even like. This ain't even about.
We're not even talking
We're not
specifically
even
about the
talking about
partner.
him. Like
We're
just
talking
talking.
about
But they can't even let you have
systems.
that. They have to bring it back to this. Like it's like, well, how does he? I mean, bitch. If I don't.
Well, because a lot
punch
of
you.
people, particularly women, see marriage or see relationships as the pinnacle.
Yeah.
Like it is the ultimate thing. So why strive for anything else?
Right.
And then what I find interesting, and I've kind of been unpacking this a little bit because I started talking to my new therapist about this. It's like and I brought this up a little bit. I think the last time we were talking, I was talking about musing of a croutons video on like the other side of the red pill thing, right?
Oh yeah.
Which is like women also having very staunch beliefs around what men's roles are. Very little room for a man to express femininity
Yeah.
or emotion or to be anything other than a provider. And then they're like surprised when all they do is provide, or they're very like sex focused or transactional.
Right.
And it's like, well, the same way men who only talk about how women only want them for their money are only attracting women who want them for their money.
Right.
What do you expect? They going at it.
You hit him, Dennis. Cleo, come here. Come. Sit. Good boy. Come.
And so again, we as a society all have these like baseline understandings, and there's a lot of reprogramming that you actively have to do. And that's why I was just really disappointed that my therapist didn't understand what I was talking about.
Did you bite him?
The big babies.
Oh, you better not have bit Timmy again. I see Timmy's off air. Like I caught a crime in the midst. Like he'd be
Oh,
trying
no.
to pull Funkos.
It is funny that you like Funko Pops but not dolls.
They're different. These are just 3D cartoons.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna do a Love Island real quick so that people don't bitch about me bringing it up and then not finishing it. All I'm gonna say is this: I never really watched Love Island until this season, and I stand by it. I shouldn't have started. It is
because now you're a part of this foolishness and you can't.
It's all encompassing. It's every day.
And that's exactly why you
Some
can't
new
catch me.
bitch on the.
I can't do it just purely off of how mentally ill everybody watching it is. No,
yeah,
I got it.
because no, it does attract a particular fervor. I've noticed
It's illness the way they carry on about this fucking show, and it's all year round. They don't stop. Like they never stopped. Like the high from the last Love Island season hasn't stopped.
I started because I remember back last season, people were wanting me to watch it so bad. And then when I went to look at it, I saw it was like 35 episodes. I'm like, I ain't watching no damn 35 episode show to talk about it on here. And then I realized, oh, it's like that because it's basically every day or like 6 days a week. And I'm like, it's soap opera, which is cool, which is why I like
reality TV.
I like mess. So I don't mind watching it, but wanted me to make, if I was talking about Love Island, I'd have to make a Love Island channel, and I'm not doing that.
No, that's the thing, because that's the thing. It's like I episode of recap, like
It's
it's going
so
on too often. Like
encompassing.
it doesn't work with like the kind of content schedule I'm on.
And then this season, because what I'm doing now is watching last season since everybody was all up my ass about watching it. I was like, okay, I'll watch it. I'm pretty far into it, and it is messy, and I'm very confused. I feel like I don't know the rules. And that's the reoccurring feeling I keep having is like, are we not here to make out with random strangers? And then when people start making out with random strangers, people get mad. And I'm like, wait a second. Okay. And then people stay to themselves and they're like, well, they're not trying to explore. I'm like, bitch, what do y'all want? I'm feeling gaslit as an audience participant.
It's
And
insane.
I'm
It's mental
exhausted.
illness.
This
It reminds
season-
me of, it looks like one large situationship. Like, you know, when like in a
It is.
situationship, everything is wrong. It's
Mhm.
like, because like we're not together, but so technically,
But
no,
then
so
they
I
end up
can't
being
say
friends
that I
with
don't
each
want you to
other.
be, but I also do and I don't. You know what I'm saying? Like it just is like
it's a
be
big
mad at this.
situationship where you end up friends with the girls or the guys, and now you mad at these friends that you have because they also kissing your who's not your who, but he's also they who's not they, and it's exhausting. And so now they kicked off the 3 people I liked on this season, so I'm really done. They brought in this bitch who was cool as too good for that
Saul?
show. Yeah, Soul,
Yeah.
Saul, whatever.
Yeah,
Very pretty,
I don't
very
watch, but they
chill.
drown my algorithm in the stuff, so I'm abreast.
She is seemingly really chill. I was confused because none of the girls really seemed to go out of their way to make friends with her, and I was like, why? She seemed cool as y'all went out the way to make friends with all the other girls, and then none of the dudes would talk to her because they're like, oh, I don't want to mess with my connection. And then she got up there and this one was lying to her the entire time, and then she got kicked off because she didn't talk to the
The sincere, yeah. You see
yeah.
how I don't watch that? You see why? You see, it's actually sickening. Do you see what I'm saying? Why do I know this? Why do I know what
That's
was
how-
happening? Who was mad at
I
what
knew
was
what was
relevant? I
going
don't
on.
watch.
I knew the gist of who Huda was and then when she got arrested.
Mm.
I kind of knew what was going on there, but now I'm watching the show retroactively and I'm like, there were signs.
Oh,
There were signs. She
oh my
intense.
God. It's so
But she got
unwell.
a good BBL. So that's why everybody was falling on their
No, that's
sword
it.
for her.
No, honestly, listen, I see, I don't even want to give my little bit of commentary on what I have seen, because the second I do this, they come in the comments like, please, I'm like, watch Love Island. We watch Love Island. I'm like, no.
I
No.
think.
But I'm gonna say this. Let me tell you what annoyed
Yeah.
the shit out of me. Oh, it was on flooding my feed on this. The girl Melanie on there. I don't know if you've seen this. They
Mhm.
discover that Melanie was a plus size model. Like before.
I heard. I haven't seen the photos, but I heard.
They showed their ass. First and foremost, let me just say this. This is gonna be a quick diatribe. There is something wrong with what happens to people's brain chemistry and how they perceive people and what they expect when it comes to Love Island. Because I've watched TV my whole life. I've watched celebrity culture, pop culture, reality TV, I've never seen the kind of standards aesthetically people are being held to on this particular show. Like the commentary I see about their appearance, like I don't know why people, like what happened, why this show to people needs to only have the finest, absolutely flawless supermodels, or they're picking them apart. And let me just say this too. I am so sick and tired of seeing like the audacity and the illness that is like taking people over when they comment on this show is crazy, because I'm so sick and tired of seeing regular looking women online scrutinizing these women down to the last follicle on their hair. I'm like, what the
There
fuck
is
is going
something.
on?
There is something almost retro about it. It felt like tabloid,
But
shit from the early 2000s.
It feels worse to that. Like to me, like seeing how they talk is so crazy how they're picking these people apart. And like, so that with this you go.
I saw a woman say about this season how nice it was to see like average bodies.
And is the average body in the room with us? And let me just say this, because I was blown away, like with them talking about Melanie. I saw Black women on my feed talking about Melanie being a plus size model, I saw Black women talking about a regular size Black body as though they were white skinny bitches in Charlie's Angels. Like it's actually blew my mind. I was seeing I don't give a I don't know. I don't gotta know shit about this girl or what y'all feel
No.
about her on the show. But the fact that once they find out she's a plus size, she was a plus size model, not even a plus size model. That is when they decide, oh, Eureka. That's why she's insecure. Oh, because men probably wasn't checking for. And I'm so I was seeing women with saying this shit. I have so many things to say. Let me just give all the bullets that I owe from what I was seeing online and stuff. I was seeing bitches. I was literally even seeing that post being like, even the women who were saying like, oh, I used to be on the bigger side, and so men wasn't checking for me. And I clicked on them. They're ugly. God forgive me. What are you talking about? No, honestly, it was like blowing my mind. Like, you unaware, delusional bitches and projecting all your shit onto bitches y'all decide like that. Y'all think Melanie, y'all think a thick, light-skinned model
Dominican girl wasn't getting.
What do y'all say? I was so like blown away. I was so confused because I'm like, first and foremost, what we're calling plus size, I'm even blown away. Like, black people referring to Melanie's former body as plus size in and of itself was blowing my mind because I was like,
But
y'all are
that's
real
what I
world
mean.
bitches. Like,
that's what I mean. Remember, we were talking about, because I was telling you, like, oh yeah, so and so is fat for white people, and you were like, I don't understand. That's the shit they was doing here in like 2002. It just felt like, that's what I mean by retro. It felt like, oh, y'all doing that shit that y'all did in 2003 for regular, thinner than your average person. Y'all are calling them fat. I'm like, oh, we really are back in heroin chic times.
It was heroin chiking it up. We always knew there was always a material difference between white people, body standards, and ours. Black women were. I don't even know. I'm gonna keep it real with you. I don't even know black women outside of black women body influencers and shit to even call themselves plus size. I don't even know that. You remember when the first time I heard you say plus size, and I was like, Kenny, why you keep saying that shit? I was like, where you get it from?
I mean, because it was what I needed to search to find clothing.
I refuse to have change my perception of bodies. Like, I'm telling you, I was reading the shit that I was reading out of black women's mouths about bigger women and being on the bigger side. I was like, literally. So
I actually haven't
look
seen
at Melanie's former plus size because I was so confused. I'm like, first of all, I'm lost because this is not plus size in the black community. That's one. You're not gonna even convince me that. That's one. But
oh my god, it's the first thing that came up.
Yeah, I'm like, second of all, what are y'all talking about? Oh, men don't check for you. I was like, I'm lost because if this is plus size, all right, then go ahead, gather me and all the rest of the bitches who will take your. What
I'm trying to find.
About? I was like, why are y'all talking like thick black women, curvy black women don't get no love? In what world?
There's no way that she wasn't getting
that's
at
stupid.
This size either.
It's nuts. And
I'm
they were like really saying that, like, oh, she did it. I'm like, y'all bitches are starting to get goofy and all like really, really goofy in a fundamental way. And which is a kind of another thing too.
Why are people linking Melanie's weight loss to her behavior on Love Island?
You see the craziness? You see how unwell they are? Like,
wow.
No, I'm telling you, this
name
was
of
real Kenny. This was all they was talking about night and day for like 4 business days. I promise you, it was like I could not get away from it on my feed, and I thought I was in the upside down. Like, I'm
so perplexed because she was hot then too.
She was a model. They're showing the bitch on the runway, and I think talking about like I'm sure she was insecure, and I know it's a lot to like get rid of those insecurities and see the like world start treating you different. Like, oh, she lost weight, and people start thinking she's attractive. She was a model.
She was a model. She was attractive then too.
I'm like, and then people do this thing too where they feel this need to be like even when they like the defense of you is like the defense of her was like, oh, but that face card never declined. No, baby. No, first and foremost, like, let's stop this shit. The bitch is back. Like, I'm so lost as to what is going on. Like, since we have to defend curvy, desirable bodies amongst.
But I'm thinking, I get what you're saying, but there has always still been like this sort of, because I'm thinking back to like, in the early 2000s, I was thinking, ooh, perfect example. Have you ever seen a terrible movie by the name of Fat Girls?
Yeah, with Monique.
Yes.
Yes.
So that time period was essentially like, oh, we can reclaim fat bodies as attractive as well. And then her best friend, I look at her like recently in the movie, that woman was never fat. But
Right.
that was just the reality that was painted in part, I think, by just like prior to social media and shit like that, Instagram in particular, where you just have access to seeing more bodies in like a beautified way. The we're only seeing like video vixens. So if they were quote unquote fat, it was only in the butt. Everybody had a flat ass. Everyone had flat stomachs and big titties. Nobody was allowed to have like
Right. But
any
regular
curve.
bitches were always truly like outraged and confused, like in a sense of, remember when how they acted like Raven was big and plus size or whatever thing. But we knew bitches who look like or just some
No, I'm saying maybe growing up, they were still calling her fat. Black
No,
people I knew.
I feel what am I
Black
trying to
people
say?
I knew were still calling her fat. But
That's
also I
crazy.
was also around the same age as Raven. So I'm a little younger than Raven. So like kids are like, well, everyone's saying she's fat, so I guess she's fat.
Must be because I was on islands, and maybe because
must be.
contextually, like I don't know, because I'm just
No,
like
they was like people were
I knew
black people.
I knew the perception. I've always been aware, you know what I mean?
Sure.
We know the perception, we know to this. I know what the larger structure thinks, but there's just a certain way I felt like the community didn't engage with particular bodies. Like the way niggas is
Mhm.
talking, I've never seen black women like online, regular, average, everyday black gals talking about body sizes of the way they were talking. It just doesn't compute to me. You know what I mean? I'm like,
I also wonder to what degree it is too, because with how a lot of conversation around plus size and people losing weight and GLP-1s and that whole shenanigans, thinness feels more obtainable, so to speak, in a way that it's never been before. And so regardless of how Melanie went about her weight loss, there is this sort of like, before people who were plus size, a lot of them may or may not have been comfortable in their bodies, but they had to present themselves as secure for a certain level of marketability. Like, but if they were to lose weight, a lot of people assume like this is the weight you've always wanted to be. You just said, "Oh, I'm happy in my skin," when you weren't, because when you got the first chance to be out of it, you're out of it. Now, so I think a lot of it is just like resentment. It's like, oh, another bitch that lied. I guess they're trying to, again, all projected. We don't know shit about how she was at any point during this time. Hi, Dennis, little superhero. You've gotten so big already.
And he said, I'm going to be a giant by the time you come see me.
Ooh.
You see his little bandana?
Yeah.
We call him Super Dennis now that he got his little
Super
bandana.
Dennis.
Yeah, I just asked Nigel to come
Okay.
take him out because I don't think he's here out of love. I think he's threatening the shit in the house.
Okay.
just for the record. That's why I have him up here, to prevent him, to hold it off.
And so, an hour into filming, let's talk about Nature Boy. They're gonna be mad as there was like 20 minutes was a lot last time. An hour. Maybe we'll clip some out. I don't know.
We won't.
Probably not.
They're gonna be like, no, we love the yapping.
All right. Okay, so Nature Boy. So Nature Boy, what are well, first of all, for those of you that didn't know, Hulu came out with a documentary about a month or so ago about the cult of Nature Boy, which was about this black dude that was like essentially, come live on the island with me, be closer to God. And he started calling himself God, and it became a cult, and there was sex that was dubious, if anything. And now he's in jail for assault charges as well as other charges. And that's a very, very watered down explanation of what happened.
I need you to tell me what I didn't see in the hood horror parts, because I didn't watch it, but I seen from my comments and stuff that the people who watch it have strong, apparently there's a lot of information I don't know about Velvet, and they have strong feelings about Velvet. Did you see she got arrested a couple days ago? Like
I
last
did
week or something?
not.
Yeah, like she got arrested like the day before, either the day before or after I put on my Olay and chill about it. And people in the comments like, oh, did you see she was arrested and that she was another
Arrested
cult
for
and she has
what?
more children? It seemed like assault. It seemed like or something like that. Like maybe she got into it
Like
with
fighting with
another
somebody?
baby daddy or something. I
Okay.
don't know.
So I can say I never finished all of them, but I did get into like the mid to or maybe 30s. I got to the part 30s. If you don't know what we're referring to, there's a whole YouTube documentary on HoodHorrors, which is like a 40 some odd part recount of everything that went down. And I agree, there are a lot of things that were taken out of the Hulu documentary, probably because they couldn't get into it. A lot of stuff that may or may not have been something they couldn't go into legally, I imagine.
Yeah.
But some of which they probably didn't want to go into just because it's off-putting in a way that's like it's like really bad. So like Velvet is one of the conundrums certainly I started to feel as I was going through. Velvet was his main wife.
Yeah.
Velvet, and I didn't say this in the video because I don't want to come off as
Victim blamey?
right. But, and I mean this with all love
I'm trying to
and
do it.
concern, I think the bitch dumb. I think the bitch is dumb.
The thing is,
And-
that when she talks, she's like, doesn't come across dumb. That's the confusing part to me.
No, because when she was even, so the reason I'm going to say this is, again, I don't want it to come off as victim blaming. What it is more so is like, she subscribes to a lot of the really harmful rhetoric, and it didn't change because she left the cult. She just found other places that resubscribe those same like awful talking points. So she still has those thoughts, and those thoughts are what brought her to the cult. And unfortunately, that is also a thing that brought everyone else to the cult.
Yep.
And so like, of course, I don't want to say like anything around like, oh yeah, well, you know.
I said this in my Olay and Shell video. A lot of like they have the bones of a lot of the like problematic views. That's why like they were able to get up mixed into it. Like you could hear from Aaron and them. They believe in a lot of the general underlying principles.
There's some Kevin Samuels fresh and fit ass.
Oh, I said that too. I said it.
Yeah, they're fresh and fit.
Yeah.
They're fresh and fit ass people.
Yeah.
And so like I'm trying not to be like, well, the reason this spoke to y'all is because y'all believe that shit.
Right. Oh,
not just the, you know, the because yes, he did play into a lot of the cult leader was a dude named Elijah Bishop. He was not good at cult leading. I genuinely don't think he was that subversive. I don't think he was that good at it.
No,
but
no.
The was very. It left me perplexed. Okay, that's all I'm saying. He was not particularly good at being subtle. He was calling himself God real early.
That's what I said.
He was calling himself God.
Everything was there
from
the
jump.
news was already accusing him of being a cult when some of these joined. They saw it.
If anything, that made them join.
Yeah.
And I can't. I'm not. Like.
The struggle to not victim blame, like how to discuss
It's
this.
not.
Yeah,
Look,
no, I felt the same way.
I do believe that y'all were predated on, and you know, there is a lot to be said about how
Vulnerable,
vulnerable and disillusioned they are with the United States. That's fine. But in one of the HoodHorrors things, I found this very interesting. There was one girl whose name I don't remember. She didn't stay very long. But she went out and she was like upset about all the like weird gender dynamic shit. And she was like, oh no, I didn't know y'all were into that. And she left.
Right.
Like immediately. She was like, oh no, I thought we was just farming and shit. I didn't know we was about to do all this, like, the man is, what are his politics? It started off with him being vegan, and he was like, black people are closer to the sun, which makes, because that was another thing I was very confused about in my video, because they came because of his message, and to this day, I don't really know what the
message
that was.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
The
there's
message
I think there's
was-
just buzzwords for earthy bro. Earthy like anything. You put on sandals, take your shirt off, put your foot in the dirt. That reminds me of one trifling used to date. Island like to wear sandals and put his foot in the dirt. Point to oh my God, yes. That's I
Well,
tell
like,
it, follow
thing-
a fine with locks, abs, and he foot bail anywhere, boy. It's really ridiculous.
But my thing is, like, if you want to get close to nature, they gotta have dirt where you at.
Go to the. That's what I say in all this.
That's
for the
what I'm
jungle.
saying. Just go to the jungle. Why do you? Because they were like, "Oh, we building this community." Okay, and all right, I'm open that I'm not a person that likes community. And I've accepted that maybe that's why it's so hard for me.
I only like community in theory.
Exactly. Like, I love it as a concept, and I want more of it for other people.
That's
but like,
exactly what I
it's
said,
the
Kenny.
same reason that I struggle. Like, have you seen Midsummer?
No.
Okay, then I don't. If you ever see it, I don't want to spoil it. But
Let me see. Was everyone watching it? I've never been interested.
I love that movie.
I know it's like a very famous. Well, I watched a million video essay that cited it, but I've never.
Oh
had
yeah,
any desire to see
it's
it on my
very
own.
much so in a similar way that Obsession is. It's a litmus test, litmus test. Because I feel like y'all didn't understand the movie, and if you didn't get it, you scare me.
I probably will see it on my I'm an A24 groupie, and so I just wanted to go back and watch like A24 whatever.
Are you averse
most
to
successful movies I haven't
spoilers?
seen. Don't tell me.
Okay, then I'll keep it quite vague. Essentially, at the end of the movie, people read it in a way that I genuinely don't know how you could read it in that way. Same with Obsession. I don't understand how some of y'all left the movie being like, wow, Bear, I feel bad. Like, he didn't deserve that. Like, yes, the he did. The creepy ass, weird ass. Like, what do you mean? Especially rewatching the movie, the scene.
It's when her spirits scream on that phone that he becomes like irredeemable. The minute he heard her soul scream and didn't give a and then when that bitch's spirit says, kill me, and he has the nerve to be offended, like, is it really so bad being with me?
Wow.
First of all, where you heard her soul screaming.
To me, because now I've seen it a few times, I found the moment I hate him. And the moment I hate him is when they in the restaurant.
Like
when she starts screaming in the restaurant, like, no, we're having a nice day. It's actually that scene that he realized, oh, this bitch is acting this way because of some shit I did. And then she's like, why does it matter? And then he's like, don't matter to me. Smash cut to them having sex. That was when it mattered, when it didn't matter anymore. I was like, oh. And then he finds out about her spirit and he's like, ugh. And then he find out that she's still in there and she want him to kill her. Ugh. I was like, that nigga been trash from jump.
If I came to your house with a one wish and you could either use your wish to undo a mess I made or wish for $1 billion, what would you do, Kenny?
What mess is it?
A mess that can end in bloodshed.
Oh, okay. Then, well, yeah, I would help.
Would the Capricorn and you let you not get that $1 billion because
I don't want
was
$1 billion.
doing fuck? Kenny
I
said
like
only with the
money.
morals. Kenny
I
said,
like
I don't want to be
money.
a billionaire.
I,
Okay. What
because I find myself. Can you say and?
Probably, I don't know, probably.
How? What
No, I
are
think
the
it's only
what are
because
the
there's only
rules?
one wish.
How is that denoted? I wish that so and so never had that problem and brought me $1,000.
A
Like how
thousand?
to?
That's it?
No,
$1,000?
I'm just saying. Like, how does the
Okay.
sentence
I was
work?
like, $1,000,
I would definitely choose way more than
I
that.
was
But
like,
like,
Kenny, you know,
because
like,
also I feel like, well, we'll go into a whole diatribe about that. If I had a One Wish Willow, I could not see myself picking something me focused.
really?
Yeah, I would.
What would you wish for?
Do I want to be on an FBI list? I'll just say this: start dropping. A lot of people will start dropping quick.
This bitch want the book on Death Note.
I would do honestly. The only problem with Light was his god complex, but if he was focused, he could have really made some positive change.
He is such a your bitch ass.
Like if he didn't have a god complex and was really going for the people, he could have pulled that shit off. But no,
It's so ridiculous.
he wanted to be Christ. And speaking of which, I will get us back on topic. So back to this, I'm struggling. I am fundamentally to understand like how the litmus test of this man talking about how, you know, if you come to nature and absorb the sun or some shit.
You heard Aaron? He said it had a lot of YouTube views, so he knew it had to be smart. It had to be real, like, because it had a lot of YouTube views.
And again, I don't want to victim blame, but you must be a little dumb.
That's not crazy. I'd be like, I really be like confused as to how some people audiences be like with that heavy, because I really don't think I could get. I don't think nobody fucks with me that heavy.
I don't want
even
to
my
fuck with me that
biggest
heavy.
fan. I know I don't want that.
Yeah,
but I also don't think I have that. You see what I'm saying? It's like well, because on YouTube, you think would follow you into the jungle?
No one creates a cult on accident.
I know, but do you
know what I mean?
Would follow you into the jungle?
They no. No.
Your face, you said no, but then you look like you were gonna be like, please don't follow me.
Don't. Yes.
Like if you would, please don't. Like
again, going back to the bitch asking about my security system. Yes. You nut bitch. Yes. And you know, I don't know. I find I'm okay. I'm going to shift away because I don't want it to sound like victim blaming, but what I will say is me. I struggle really hard to understand certain levels of fanaticism in general. Yeah. Like I don't like there's certainly people that I'm fan of and I would be, you know, I would be impressed to meet. But I can't imagine tripping out like that if I met like a full-on, like very famous person.
Literally nobody. Like I absolutely love Beyonce. I wouldn't even wait on a long line for Beyonce.
No.
Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm not even gonna. I waited I remember waiting back, you know, when I in college when I loved me some Obama. Obama came to my college to speak, and I had tickets. Like I was in the line, and I promise you, I was getting ready to leave the line. I was so tired of waiting. Like I just barely made it before I was like, fuck this, I'm over it. Like,
is it? I don't know if it's fundamentally. I don't believe anyone is that important. Maybe that's it. I don't think anyone is that important.
Like, and they're not that important to me. Like, even if they are, to me, it's like this. I think Beyonce and people like that, oh, you're dope, you're a big deal, but I don't matter to you. Like, I'm not important. You're not important. Like, I am not important in your life, so you cannot be that important in my life. You see what I'm saying? Like, there's no point me doing the most for you because that doesn't register, compute to you. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
it's like, what is the point of being like the person in your face? Like, I have to be drunk. Like, I definitely can be drunk. Oh, bitch! One time I was drunk at a thing. One time I'm a drunk as in light skin. Drunk, which is why I don't drink no more. I was drunk as in light skinned Keisha ear talking her mother ear. Like, you remember something sober, you start to like get like Mariah like back in the night, bitch. Like, I had a highlight reel of that night. Drunk as I was in light skinned Keisha ear talking her head off. And you know the she's like an Instagram, like TikTok type of, not TikTok. She was like from Vine days, but Vine Instagram. You know Katie Dawn? The
Sounds
like
so
I feel like
familiar.
KHADI. Look up Dawn on Instagram. Katie, I was in this girl ear. And she was so nice. I'm telling you, she was so nice and receptive to a drunk bitch talking her mother. I swear to you, like, oh, I had to be drunk. If I'm drunk, oh, if I'm under the influence, oh,
She looks familiar. I don't know what I know her from.
yeah, she used to make funny videos.
Okay. Oh, the laughing gif. Of them going
Yeah, okay, okay, yeah,
that's her in there. Okay. Yeah. I mean,
yeah, drunk as hell, talking her ear off. But that's
like the
about it.
closest
I have to be drunk.
the closest I can think of, because the situations I'm thinking of where I was uncomfortable with like popular people was not because I was starstruck. It was because I'm awkward and I am uncomfortable fundamentally. Like, this was not because should I tell the story?
Yes, whatever it is, tell it.
Shout outs to Jarvis. So Jarvis Johnson, sweet guy. I went to his New Year's party a few years ago, and I don't know why, because
I'm so uncomfortable.
I'm so uncomfortable with socialization, and the only person I knew there was Jarvis, who's running a party, so he's not going to sit there and like have time to like talk to me. And I knew Jordan, but he also kind of in a similar way was like going around, and so I like saw YouTubers I know like tangentially, and I enjoy their stuff, but it's like I don't know how to human.
This
So
is when
I
you
don't.
were like, if I go to this again, please come with me.
Yeah. Because eventually when I got very drunk, I had a blast. I lost my phone though, and so that kind of darkened the night. I also knew one other creator there. Shout out to Frogan, who Ethan Klein is always trying to sue for some reason. But
Items apologized to him the other day.
to who? Ethan?
Yeah, I was so confused. Like
So
Denham's
I
like,
don't-
you know, Ethan was suing everybody.
Yeah.
Denham's won their lawsuit against Ethan. And then 2 seconds later, I saw like I saw Items put a picture like apology to Ethan Klein the video, and I thought it was gonna be like
a joke.
And he was gonna be under ripping him, but he was like actually apologizing. And I was like, what is going on here? And I just couldn't even like Ian's my boy.
Like,
so but I don't know what the fuck was going on.
Like I don't know Ethan.
I don't know
just
Ethan,
know,
but I know Ian.
I just know tangentially, like several degrees removed, and I've not heard great things.
Yeah.
Even, so I'm sitting here like, how do we get on that? Oh, wait, back to, so I'm at this party. I'm f***ed up. And I realized I have lost my phone. So right when I was about to like loosen up, I lose my phone, and I'm like, damn.
It's over.
It's over. And then I'm in LA. I ain't got shit, but I figured out how to like, I'm like about to throw up in a garbage drunk as shit. And I was like, wow, I ruined my own fun time at the thing. So I say all that to say, I don't even have the capacity to like dick ride. I don't have the, do I have the capacity?
I don't like how like social
like it enough.
I can be, but it's a performance, like in the sense of like I'm very animated, right? Like this is my real the personality people see on Olay and Chill and stuff like that is my real personality.
Yeah.
But I'm antisocial. So it's like,
Sure.
oh, if you call me as like my actual friends, like that's what you get. And then like if I'm out and I have to do it, I will do that. I'll give everybody life a party, but I'm not a true extrovert. So like CJ is extroverted, entertaining, and animated. We're both animated, but for CJ it's real. Like his social, like
Yeah.
CJ is genuinely powering up on talking to people and mingling. I am 1000%. I'm just doing it to make this comfortable, but I'm tired. I'm drained.
I can do it for a hot 45 minutes. Anything beyond that, I'm sitting there staring into the distance.
I can do it and I don't want to because I get anxiety. Like the more I used to be better at it. I think like not better at it because I am good at it. Like, but like this would be. I feel like before I ever had a platform, before I even knew the internet was what it is like this. How I am, it was how I would be with people like in courts and throughout school, and people would meet me. Like I think about it now, like now that I have a platform, and I see people be like, "Oh, like so funny! Oh, this how you tell stories, and it's unmatched." And I realize that this is how people always receive me, like telling stories and da. But like that's how my personality is. But the more I feel like, oh, I used to. Like when I would go to court and this, like I feel like the way that I perform for like Olay and Chill and stuff is the way that my personality would be for people. But I didn't have to do it for that. Like it's like it's like hey, I can do one or the other. Like it was like, oh, when I was a regular private person, I could do all this performance for the people that I have to like meet throughout my like life. And then but now that it's like, oh, I'm a public person, it's like, okay, I do that online and then I only want to talk to my real friends. Whereas real like outside of that, it just feels draining.
And that's when I did know, like, I can tell, like, I get along with a person if I can, like, talk to them for a while and I don't find myself feeling like I need to stop talking to everyone for a while. Like, yeah, so generally speaking, I say all that to say, I think that's fundamentally why I don't understand liking people.
I don't really like groups. I don't really like to be a part of
Even before we get there, I'm saying you see eating juices and berries and shit on Instagram
behind him
to say, you know what, I'ma go. I'ma get a ticket. I'ma raise funds.
Right.
I don't understand. And I'm again not trying to victim blame. I just don't fundamentally get it. And so I'm trying to have compassion and I'm trying to hold space and trying to understand how we got here. But I keep getting hit with like realities that don't make sense to me. So like when we talking about, there was a lot that happened in the HoodHorrors one.
Did you hear like, Velvet in another cult and stuff and all that or whatever?
She got in several, if I'm not mistaken.
And I feel like apparently the Aaron from the documentary, not Aaron, the other one, Solar or whatever, who was in the one on Hulu, like apparently she has kids with him now, and her started a cult. I just knew he was gay in the when I was watching the Hulu thing, and I was like,
I will not opine. I will say instead.
I will not opine.
What I would say instead. Wasn't he the one that was talking about, oh, would you drink? He was telling
come, yeah.
I will say this, that because he was also very careful with his wording there. He was like, he asked us, if I asked y'all to drink my cum, would you do it?
And then he said that a bunch of people did it.
No, he said a bunch of people said that they would.
Mm-hmm.
And I will. And my thing is this. Again, fundamentally, and I do think a lot of times when we end up talking about sex crimes, particularly with like Black public facing offenders or whatever, people always don't give a till it's a little gay.
Yeah.
The moment it gets a little gay,
all of a sudden,
like, oh, this is wild.
He been beating bitches talking crazy. He is God, no problem.
Whoa, God,
whoa. He homoerotic. Ooh.
Like the thing that's actually really fascinating to me, because it also reminded me all about vegan YouTube. Vegan YouTube was scary. I was there tangentially. I was never vegan, but I was just watching. And that's why I was confused about how this missed me. I don't know how because I
didn't know about this shit either. I was like, YouTube ain't never recommended me this fuck shit.
I didn't know that was trying to photosynthesize back then. And so that was like, dead ass. There was a Black man on my screen on my screen. He said, Black people don't need to eat. We got the sun.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
And they was out there, and then another dude that also was saying that shit, like, all you need to do is eat fruit. Other was saying, what was it? Vegans that photosynthesize. Let me look it up.
I'm telling you, I really like
Vegans.
earthy, bro. I said this in my own earthy, dirty. Like, I'm telling you, earthy, dirty.
Oh yeah, they
bro.
were called fresh Aryans, breatharians.
I can't. You see,
Niggas that believe.
see, this brings me. Oh my God, this brings me to the thing I need to say.
Breatharianism.
I said in my Olay and Chill video, and because I brought it up, I said, obviously, Olay and Chill is lighthearted. People, we be joking and stuff, because sometimes I say something offhandedly for jokes and out like running on in the comments, like people are being that serious, like, bro, can't you tell we're here having fun? But I said, I was basically like, listen, I know that like anybody can be victim of a scam. Anybody can fall for a scam. Same way, like anybody can be a victim of domestic violence or whatever. But what I said is, I was like, everybody can fall. I believe that everybody can fall from for a scam. And so intellectually, like I want to know that like anybody or whatever can fall for a cult and stuff like that. But boy, I don't be convinced when I see certain like stuff. And everybody like running on in the comments like this is a super serious comment. Like, oh, it's just like a scam. Yeah, I obviously brought it up. I analogized those things for a reason. I said the scam thing and then that, because that was me trying to acknowledge that a cult is just a scam to the extreme, right?
But
people are
there's
saying several things that I want to reply to. First of all, some bitch who got herself banned off my shit made a comment that was like, aren't your isn't your family Jehovah's Witness? As if to be like, oh, because I'm like saying, oh, I wouldn't be caught dead in this cult. Like, oh, isn't your family Jehovah's Witness? First of all, I just want to say this.
You're not Jehovah's Witness, though. So
right there. That's one. So I'm like, first and foremost. Second of all, my parents, when I say I was raised up like, oh, Jehovah's Witness, my parents are Jehovah's Witness. Like, it's so interesting to me the way to project their version of what it means with like someone a Jehovah's Witness or what their life must have been on to me and stuff like that. Like, my parents worship money. Okay. Like, my parents was at work. They ain't never been to like, don't think that I live my parents are Jehovah's Witness. Like, hey, we're Jehovah's Witness. That's what we say when ask us what we are. I did not live a life of a Jehovah's Witness. You know, my issue with religion is not because I have some cult-like experience or relationship with Jehovah's Witness. My position on religion is because I'm from the Bahamas, which is a constitutionally Christian nation where everybody is Christian and ridiculous. So it's not about Jehovah's Witness. Don't put it on my issues as what, oh, because Jehovah's Witness. No, it's with Christianity and organized religion overall. So that's one. Second of all, it's not me being a part of a cult that may be a part of, like, have a problem with religion. It's you. And how you act that made me have a problem with religion. It's looking around at the Bahamas. But third of all, I do think to being like, oh, I'm surprised you would say that or whatever, with like that you don't think everybody could be in a cult or whatever, with like, oh, religion and Christianity and da da da. First of all, I do think like religion, y'all, where you been? I'm not a big fan of religion. Second of all,
he's been very overt about it. Like between the two of us, who was actually arguably in a cult upbringing, mine is personal, and I still say like, sure, some people can get something from it. I didn't. I guess you can. I'm sure there's definitely ways that you can find things with it, I guess, but it ain't for me no more. I've really, I don't get it.
But I say that to say, I do recognize, I want to make sure I acknowledge for the people, like, we're being lighthearted and Olay and Chill, but obviously I know that cults prey on people who are vulnerable. They prey on particular people, that anybody can be. There are circumstances that can exist in anybody's life that would make them vulnerable. Like, there are things that if something, X, Y, Z, and all these different things happen to you, yes, there is something or whatever you could be vulnerable to. I consider religion. I don't consider, yes, the majority of people I do think have a cult-like relationship with religion in general. I do think religion and cults have a very thin line. And I think it's because you're raised into it, born into it, indoctrinated. That's very different to me than wholesale, just the twin flames being able to draw you in.
But I also
cult in the nature boy, you know?
In a similar way, though, I think my amendment to that, or like my understanding of that, is still similar in the sense that I don't think that The same way not everybody could be scammed by the same scam. Not everybody could be
That's
drawn
what
into
I'm
the
trying to say.
same
It's like,
cult.
even if I do believe circumstances can exist that
Yeah.
anybody could get scammed, anybody could get, you know what I mean, fooled, but
Mm.
I don't think everybody could be vulnerable, could be caught by the same scam, by the same this, da, da, da. So it's like, I believe that there is something everybody could get swing. Do I believe that everybody could get swing into Nature Boy's cult? No, I do not. No, I do not. I will
No.
have to shoot you with your big gun over
Yeah.
that. I'm so sorry. You can't convince me.
And again, maybe let's edit me calling her dumb out because I feel like they're gonna be mad about that.
No,
So,
no, they won't. They hate Velvet. They're in them comments mad that I was too
Really?
grateful to Velvet.
really?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Apparently,
Well, my
Velvet
issues.
has a lot of she do a lot of bad stuff to people after the fact, so they hate her too.
Yeah, my issues with Velvet, because okay, so going back to the HoodHorrors things, they were following her like, and I was trying to give space for this because just like any other abusive relationship, for instance, she left and came back a lot, and people were like basically calling her out for that. And
Yeah.
I also realized we're talking a lot about Velvet, and I don't want to make this all about her, considering
There
she
were other
is
people in
a
the cult.
yes, and she was a victim of the cult, right? She's
Right,
not
and
the Nature
there'll
Boy.
be people in your comments who are gonna say, because I see in this like in my comments, and I mean like, oh, she's not a victim. Velvet wasn't a victim because she was a part of this, and she says this, and she's out of that.
No,
I'm like,
she was
like she is. Do you realize
she
like
is.
groomed and indoctrinated? This girl been in a cult, like, or whatever.
She got there when she was 19.
And she's
like,
done like
come
so
on.
deep in it, like it makes sense for all different reasons why she can't get out of her way of thinking, and she keep having more kids and all
Yeah.
this. Because for her to like actually unplug from that and see she might like those are the kind of things that make the like ground shake from out from underneath
Mhm.
people. Like she'd feel like her life done. She didn't have all these kids. She
I-
done this cult, all of this, and the next
I
thing.
will say the part that was very interesting, I'll say, in her like leaving and coming back is like one of the times that she left, she completely left the cult, she left the country, she went back to her parents who were like scared for her and everything. And she was going online pretty coherently saying all the issues with the cult. Like these are that
She
that's-
sounded lucid in the documentary, so that's why I was
And
confused
that's-
when everybody said she was in other cults and stuff like that. I was like,
that's the thing that was kind of hard for me to wrap my head around. And I found that particularly frustrating. So it was one thing to be like, she was obviously brainwashed, and then she would leave and be like, oh, these are all the ways he brainwashed me, and then would seemingly for one way or another get reindoctrinated. And I don't want to make it seem like, again, I'm blaming her for that, but it is, as a viewer who admittedly shouldn't be watching this domestic violence thing on like a live stream or whatever the they were doing on a regular basis anyway, it was like emotionally getting pulled in every direction. It's like let's bring this up though. Actually, I find this very interesting. Kind of in the similar way that I've talked to you about Girl World. Shout out to all y'all that clocked me. They were like, oh, you are trash. And I'm like, I am. But a similar way with Girl World and the lol cow stuff, there is like an emotion, there's a parasociality that you kind of get into that is qualitatively a little different than I think something else where you're just watching a creator that you like that makes movie reviews or
Yeah.
whatever we're talking about. We're watching someone turn their life and the tumult of that life into fodder. It is homebrew reality television, and that often is the worst relationships you've ever seen in your life.
yeah.
And the parasociality of that is like you're watching her as if you know her, being like, this girl is obviously in a bad place. I'm getting emotionally driven, dragged in every direction, and I don't even know her. But I see this thing that's like demonstrably terrible, and I'm getting frustrated as if, for instance, she were a friend of mine
That's how
going through some
I was
shit.
about to say, which is
You know
a
what I mean?
problematic way people act in general. Like when I see people,
Yeah.
some people be like, oh, like they'll be talking about their friend they cut off, or there's some women they're not friends with no more because they were in an abusive thing, but then they wouldn't leave him. And it's like, do you not understand how abuse works?
Abuse
like
works?
mentally, like, do you
Like-
not get it? I think
Like-
to me, it makes sense. Like, as somebody who has like just like even familiarly has a lot of traumatic relationships and experiences with people in abusive whatever the people that you love or are fundamentally or foundational to your life, there is something to understanding like who they are or understanding something is abuse or understanding something is bad, but it also being so normal to your life
Mhm.
and like also like loving. I've had like somebody who's had a tumultuous relationship with my parents and this one and the next thing it'll be these things that you know and understand, but when you want them back in your life or they come back in your life in the way that you like or you want to like the way that makes it make sense or easier for it to go on is to make sense of it, is to like keep some of it or to like see the good, impute the good into certain things or like distort it even in your own mind to some degree. Like it's like there are these aspects of like this my childhood or my parents are things that are like squarely bad. And I
Mhm.
know that or whatever, but like
Yeah.
you love them and there is a part of it that it's normal and it's not going anywhere. So there's a
Or
part of you that
well-intentioned,
yes, and so
or
you
like,
like
yeah.
amalgamate it and do these different things or whatever to like make it like I don't know how like to make it solid so that the ground under you feels solid, if that makes sense. I don't know how to explain it, but
To
to
make it
me,
feel like it meant that it has meaning, like I've
yeah,
taken
or it's
something
not,
from
you know what
it.
I mean? I'm like, yeah, I don't know how to like it, I get it. I guess I guess it's the best way to me feeling because I get a level of if you don't normalize this, if you don't whatever, it becomes like I can understand a feeling impossible to deal with, especially in the sense of feeling like you have all these kids, you've done
Mm.
this many years, your daddy dead or whatever now, and all these different things that happen to Velvet. Like I can see
Oh, he
how.
passed away? Oh, I
Yeah,
didn't
I
know
think
that.
that's what people said that a daddy died trying to get out that
Oh,
cold or something. I
he
think.
seemed really cool. He was so
Mm-hmm.
far, like, he was trying hard to get her out of there.
Exactly. And so I could see why, like, after all these different things have happened, all this different loss and blah, 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 like, sometimes, you know, the best piece of advice my daddy ever gave me, and he wasn't even like giving me advice, he was talking about his life, but it's something I stick with me. My daddy's like, when you find yourself in a hole, quit digging. There's
Mhm.
something that, like, people just, it's like, like, cost, some, whatever they
Sunk
just
costs, yeah.
yes, exactly. They've invested so much into it and they just even when they start to know, they still like kind of start piecing it back together. It's like and that's what she know. Like to fair, like you could see how young Velvet is and those. I always say going to college at the time I did and like having my social sciences, liberal arts college background is so foundational and so like important to who I became and my view set like at a time of like a very formative years.
Mhm.
That girl she dropped out of school and did cult shit in the
Mhm.
jungles for a long time with kids like a whole
Like,
even as she deconstructs it, you see what I'm saying? It goes back to once she deconstructs, like what's replacing it. You see what I'm saying? Like it's not like she
and
doesn't
I
have a
think
new school of thought.
that's why I guess when I was, you know, as because the thing that has stuck with me the most with the documentary, because again, I struggled. I'm trying to wrap my head around like how ingrained even before they were initiated into a cult, they were with certain overall relatively normalized social dynamics. Again, all that Kevin Samuel shit, all that men do this, women do this shit, and that's just brought up to the nth level. And then it's like, oh, okay, I'm being persecuted as a black person. This is a black person saying like, oh, you shouldn't be ashamed of your blackness, you should actually do, like, I kind of get it. I struggle when because a big component of her like leaving was like her pretty consistent distaste for polygamy.
Yeah.
Yeah, it seemed to be the thing that she kept coming back to. Like they would be monogamous sometimes and then they wouldn't, and then they would come back
It's
and
so
he'd be
fucking right
lying to her
now.
that was, and
Which which is a lot of women. Which when you keep it real is a lot of women's problem with the patriarchy. Like a lot of women like
mm,
patriarchal gender norms and stuff like that until they realize like the side effect that gonna cheat on them. They're gonna treat them like a lot of women believe because again they're indoctrinated and socialized around like patriarchy and misogyny. So a lot of women are messengers of misogyny, don't like women either, blah blah blah. the pick me foundation, right? Like of like
Is
wanting
that
to be special. And that's really the problem, is that they like they like all of this when they think it will subjugate other women. And when it
Mhm.
doesn't create this, like when they realize queen means nothing, like, you know what I mean? Like, oh, she's the
Mhm.
queen, like she's my queen, she's my wife. When they realize that that doesn't truly mean you're treated any better than
and
the
it
other
does not
women by a
provide
man.
safety.
Exactly. By a
It is
man that
not a safe
fundamentally doesn't like
haven.
women, which I think honestly is the greatest problem. Like, I truly think the greatest problem with male and female, like men and women's like relationships in our world and our society that we talk about when all this dating stuff, all the complaints and stuff like that, is really just about gender norms and patriarchy and women not being trained. It's like people can't even identify. They don't even realize so many of the fights that people are having. It doesn't matter what you, whether it's cheating, this, that, and all these different things. If you peel it all back, all it comes back to is patriarchy, misogyny, and gender roles, and no one having the language for that because they're actually,
Yeah.
you subscribe to it, you think it's a good thing. No one thinks misogyny, and that's really the problem, is that we have not been trained and conditioned to think that misogyny is a deal breaker from
Mhm.
from men, because
If
we're
anything,
trained to chase after patriarchy and traditional norms and stuff like that, which misogyny is a fundamental core component of.
and women are indoctrinated to either conform to it perfectly,
Yeah.
whatever that means,
Yeah.
and it shifted, it changes, and it is impossible.
Yeah.
The same way that being the idealized man is impossible for a man.
Right.
No, it fucks everybody over. Women
Right.
can't be the ideal woman because that person does not exist. She is a contradiction.
Right.
The same way a perfect man is a contradiction. And so
Right.
what happens is, instead of people just being allowed to see a person as a person, they have to understand them in what they are, what role they're supposed to fill.
Yeah.
And then again, infinitely frustrating trying to explain to my therapist that, and she's like, well, you like it. I'm like, no, bitch. I'm telling you, I don't. Well, sorry.
No,
You're not a bitch,
honestly, you
girl.
cannot
You're
talk
not a bitch,
like,
girl, but
you really can't
you
even
helped me a
talk
lot
to
for a
niggas
very long
who
time.
think like
but
that.
but you were very good for a very long time, and that was incredibly frustrating because essentially, like, because one of the things that I think was really cemented is like, since I've started dating my partner, I dated a lot of very, quote, traditional men prior to meeting him. And fundamentally, I'm not a traditional woman because, again, no one really is, but especially me. I'm 6 foot tall, and I will never embody the tiny, meek person that is the aspirational. I'm also not white. I'm
Right.
also talk too damn much. I also have a platform.
Right.
I'm also not looking for you to solely provide for me because I feel like it's unsafe to not be
Right.
my own provider. Like
Right.
those things. And then on top of that, my politics. So
Right.
I'm doing something that doesn't make sense with a traditional quote unquote man.
Yeah.
And so, I mean, my boyfriend, he's very
Yes, you try to find the words to describe
I'm
the
trying, yeah. Hey, my boyfriend's very atypical to like traditional masculinity. He's always been,
he would not identify
non-binary.
as traditional.
No, my boyfriend's not traditionally masculine. I don't think he knows he's not. He's very upfront with it. He's like, I have no desire to be like that.
CJ is way more traditionally masculine than Darrell, but very like in terms of just
Yeah.
like self, you know what I mean? Like presentation, being a football-y, you know what I mean? Thingy nigga. Not in terms
Yeah.
of views and politics and da 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 da. He's just as non-traditional and progressive and feminist. My good, sensible husband, yeah.
We both tired. So what are y'all final thoughts on the documentary as a whole, I guess, like it
You're
as
gonna be like-
a work?
They're gonna be like, OLAY and Kennie is ADHD madness.
Yeah, all we did was kind of talk about Velvet, but like even like outside
They're
of
gonna
it,
be like, please, y'all talk about Velvet for 2 seconds. All y'all did was yap about your own lives for an hour, and it's been like, were you not entertained? Oh, you weren't? I'm sorry.
oh, my bad. I mean, the documentary itself, I felt It didn't need 4 parts. We got the gist. But or if they were gonna do it, they should have went into all the gritty like hyperfixation, because there was a lady that died apparently, and then there was another one that, oh yeah, but I was signing off.
A bitch died?
Oh yeah, because they don't believe it. Because the vegans, if they don't believe in, they out there breatharians and shit. They don't believe in fluoride or modern medicine. So this lady went, older lady, and she had heart problems.
Older lady.
Yeah, like 50s. And she went and she wasn't taking her heart medication and died. And then
she thought what Nature Boy was going to cure her heart.
He spoke a lot about like, you don't need medicine. You don't need modern hospitals and all that shit. So yeah, it all ties together. Yeah, he was very Dr. Sebi.
Yeah, we all agree.
Yeah, he was, I mean, very much so on Dr. Sebi shit. Very much so, like juices and berries going to heal cancer and shit. And then I believe there may have been like there was a woman who like a lot of them started looking frail as shit and was having babies.
Let me tell you, they looked hungry than a motherfucker.
They was eating beans and rice. That's it. Every meal.
Nobody looked crazier than Aaron.
Y'all were eating 500 calories of beans and rice every day and trekking through the Alps and shit.
Just frail.
Frail. And then sickly, and then having babies and breastfeeding, so just getting sucked dry.
That shit crazy.
And then like there was a woman, I believe, and they were also may or may not have been spreading hella STDs and shit, because again, Nature Boy was saying that AIDS is just in your mind.
That too. I was thinking about that. Like he just pairing up in the mountains. Like you don't know who have what and what is this. And
because this said AIDS was a thing you believed, and if you didn't, it didn't. If you didn't believe in it, it wouldn't come and get you. So like basically if you just don't subscribe to AIDS, you don't have it. And so and they were saying like, oh, he definitely got AIDS because they were bringing in all their homophobic shit. So they were assuming like, oh, if you've had sex,
they were just because they assuming
he may or may not have had it.
They don't have no evidence. Just
I mean, we got to the point that he was, because they were saying like, oh, they were like micro analyzing like parts of his body that might be signs of untreated AIDS and whatnot. But he did take an AIDS test on a live stream, and he said he didn't have it, but I don't know. I didn't finish all the parts, so maybe. But there was a woman that said she went there and they told her she had trichomonas, and she was like, and I realized it was, I was just believing it, but I healed my body or whatever, and I don't know how trichomonas work, but something tells me that ain't it, and so
I healed my body.
Mm-hmm. Positive thinking, not all that negative.
I just like sometimes you see what other people going through. You see how other people living this, be like, boy, I know what to tell you. I just like I said in my thing, it's just like you just were not equipped with the tools to make it through life. And I just like it gotta be hard because like I pray to God. Sometimes I see stuff like the older I get and the more like I know I could be somebody mommy. And like the way I get tired and exacerbated, and I just wouldn't even like know what to do. Because I just think, Kenny, like you don't understand how hard I would like. I think I would genuinely, I could see me being them people like, if my child, which I rebuke that in the name of Jesus, knock on wood. I ain't Christian, but there's certain principles that I have. I will rebuke some in the name of Jesus. Because look, y'all,
the blood.
I need y'all to understand. Like, I could see me, like me and CJ's parents. Like, if our child was to do something just completely off the wall, off the wagon, like, I'd definitely just be like, oh.
I mean, and this is coming from
I don't even want to talk about it no more. That's upsetting me. Like, I could see me being like my Grammy and them. Like, let's not even talk about this.
I remember, because I am the one, because I definitely could see everyone but me and my family would be in a cult. Like I genuinely do. Like genuinely. Because Because my sister is very, conspiracy theory shit. She love that shit. And she was having a whole moment when she was telling me in some hotep rage, essentially, that
All my sister's religious.
it was religious, but it was some new shit I ain't never heard. She was like, the reason why Earth is spelled Earth is because of EAR. It's the ear, so you can hear the word of God.
In
And
2013, my big sister, 1000% believed Beyonce and them was in the Illuminati and was definitely
Absolutely.
one of them running you back videos, like rewind the song, like oh the wrong, oh that. Like I remember going to visit and I love my sister. I remember going to visit my big sister one time in 2013, and her and her husband sitting me down and having me watch Beyonce Illuminati YouTube videos, and I'm like,
and then I remember saying, you do know Earth is a different word in other languages. So what is
they really don't like him. CJ, oh listen, CJ has a cousin. He went to visit this when me and CJ was still dating. Bitch! Oh my god! At the CJ cousin house in the living room, it was me, him, his wife, and Musty like Pop and CJ Wicked Grammy. I don't with. I with at the time, but fuck that bitch now. But anyhow, this said the earth was flat, and I thought we were kidding. So I'm like, CJ goes,
nah, nigga.
I remember looking at his wife when I realized he was being serious, that he thought the world was flat. And I looked at his wife and I could see in her eye, I knew she knew that the earth wasn't flat. I could see she knew that. And I'm like, you let your husband think the earth is flat? Like, that's not, your husband's dumb and you know? And you're quiet about it? Like, I could see that she knew he was dumb. And I was like, that's okay to you? It's okay for your husband to be like a dumb that thinks the earth is flat. You're not gonna say nothing?
The patriarchy is where she said, this is the best I can get.
It's so crazy because like,
and you don't have to marry a man. Why are my eyes watering? I'm PMSing. I'm so so mad.
Same.
You don't have to marry a man who thinks the world is flat.
Like, I just be like, I don't understand why y'all's like, y'all don't understand how much like the marriage industrial complex don't make sense to me. Like, again, I love my husband, love my marriage, but I don't innately, the stock that people place in marriage is just like, I'd be like, I really don't get. I think maybe it's because I can write. I'm like, you know how lit life is when you're a good writer and you could go have experiences. You could go ding, go be da da da. And I'm just like, I just don't really understand why so many bitches want to be married when they could be Eartha Kitt instead.
I love Eartha Kitt.
Me too, bitch.
Capricorn queen.
You listen, a bitch who teach you the importance. Like when I see, like I think about my youth of dating, like wild stories, dating all over the place, and I'm like, oh my God. Stories to tell, you know what I mean? My Eartha Kitt story, my rich dad, to the point where like I'd be like, damn, I don't have no more. Like I don't get to have a new mess. Like I'm married, I have a great.
That's why
marriage.
I'm always in business.
Yeah,
I do love a story. I love a kiki cover, and I feel bad because I be complaining about the same shit.
Yeah,
I don't even have new shit to complain about.
Yeah,
that shit
I'm just complaining about YouTube hitting my videos and shit. Like I used to have exciting shit to talk about when I was dating.
That's also why I had to get a new therapist, because I done told her all my stories. I needed I needed a new ear. I was like, hey, bitch, you done heard me complain about this 40 times and I feel bad saying it again. So alas. No, but yeah, I don't get it.
You don't want to talk about
it. I don't get how you end up in a cult like this, at least. Again, recommend you watch Midsummer.
Oh, are we free? Oh my God, we're free, y'all. What are we talking about next time? What do we tell them? Do we tell them?
I don't know. I guess
you gotta watch that one. You're watching. You did Maternal Instinct, And
Yeah,
then
I gotta
wait, so
film
one
it.
you did we
The
decide
fat
if it was
ladies.
worth me doing the fat lady? You were like the documentary
I
wasn't worth me.
watched the documentary. I do need other eyes on it because I feel like maybe I'm tripping. There is a okay. As we are signing off, there is a documentary called "Big Girls Wanted: Escape from Pearadise." PEAR, because it's pear, like fat women pear shaped. They thought it was cute.
Oh, pear shaped is fast shaped. To them?
I
I'm like,
guess.
that's like gals with great hips, blessed. Like a pear shape
Well,
is a very desirable shape to me. No, am I tripping? I like a
because
pear.
that's what I
Pear
assumed. They
shape,
don't really.
but a pear shape pear shape is not for big titty bitches. You know what I mean? It's like I
No,
never like be
but
my
I don't
shape.
think he cares one way or another about the person. I think he just likes very large women.
Big gals.
And the thing is, they were calling it a cult. It's like it's one of those content houses, those TikTok houses, but everybody's a fat woman and this one guy that really likes fat chicks. And so like the thing that was confusing to me is they didn't do a great job in the documentary setting us up for a cult documentary.
Right.
All they said was like, yeah, he like fat girls and he has sex with them. Okay. He like a real fat. Okay. I don't think liking fat women is an inherent taboo. So I need you to tell me the offenses he did. And they don't get to that until way later. And I
You
was
know what
like,
it made me
oh,
want to go back and retroactively talk about now on Olay and Chill. I want to talk about it. I'd watch again. What's the documentary that you watched again with me when you came to come visit me?
the
The one with the boy that they were all obsessed with, the little boy, the Whitey Nation
Thirst
man.
Trap.
Yes, that
Thirst Trap.
I would revisit that for Olay and Chill. Like that was a fun one. Like that was a good
Yeah.
night's ride. Like I could go for that again. That was good. Like these white bitches are really wild.
You know, I hate to say it because Paramount pisses me off, but Paramount be having some sleeper hits in that bitch. And
Paramount is very greedy and selfish on the copy. It's actually egregious the way they.
gross.
You know what? See, here we come back to the rant, and I'm gonna start again because of how they chopped up my The Game video on Illuminati Pop. Paramount's a greedy hoe. Like
they all are, honestly.
Paramount. Paramount real bad. NBC is despicable. HBO gets stupid as too.
They've been getting more aggressive recently. They blocked a video that barely had any clips of Euphoria in it from like 5 years ago. Mine. They were like, "Oh no, you had the trailer in there. Don't like it." I was like, "The okay."
I'm honestly like these people. I think what's irritating me too is like you need us to talk about these things for them to be in any way relevant. Like for you, I'm like, why the are you getting in the way of do you
free
know how
promo.
many people wouldn't even hear about this bullshit and wouldn't go watch them and give a if we wasn't talking about it? Like, I was like, how double dog
free
dare
promotion.
you? I was like,
free promotion, but
I was so irritated at that Euphoria shit. I'm like, bitch, I'm like the only out here being nice to Euphoria, bitch. Like, this is a nice
everybody
video.
hates your shit.
Only me one nice, and you coming for me?
All the more because you're nice. We have a degradation kink. Bad vibes only.
Oh my
God.
God.
Bad vibes always.
I seen that and I was like, I wanted to. Oh my. Let me. Ooh. Now again. Bitch. The other day, my Olay and Chill, the one I did on Haley Beck. Do you believe? I used like I played the clip. I don't know if you've seen that video. I played the clip of Noah Beck and his mummy and everything where he has his mummy or whatever thing in that like 2 seconds of King's Dead. Why TD take my money?
Of the whole video?
Take my money. They split the revenue like in half. Like you literally put the new hour I never even seen, like where half my shit going at TDE. And I want you to know, I call Kendrick Lamar everything but a child of God in this house. Him, Future, everybody involved. TD, I almost bitch. I might have been. I saw that TD took my money, and I said, "See, this how you become an OVO event. This how it starts." I'm like, "This how it starts." Because now I want to tell y'all, Iceman was a great album. Because now, why would you do that? Why would you do that, Kendrick? I seen that like you greedy bitch. How dare you take my money?
Especially because I remember with the girl and her psychiatrist, I had 30 seconds of an intro meme song not even behind her talking, and they tried to split my revenue. And I said, you can eat my ass. This video is an hour and a half, and for 20 seconds of a song that was in a TikTok, absolutely not. Kiss my ass. When we come back, we'll probably talk about well, I guess we could both talk about maternal instinct at some point. I
Yeah.
haven't seen your video yet because again, I remember I was
Because you're
trying
trying to do
to,
yours.
yeah.
Yeah.
But so
I don't blame
that
you.
that or Big Girls Wanted. If you watch Big Girls Wanted, I am curious whether we film it or not. I want your opinions on that. I might make a video on it. I probably make a video on it.
I'm so tired. Kenny,
So good.
I have to record to Kenny. I'm so tired.
I
I'm
think
so
I have to
tired of
record
fucking
too.
recording and then stealing my video, my movie copyright. Like it's actually, I feel like I'm fighting for my life. The greed is getting ridiculous. Like YouTube is something about this automated AI shit just stealing from you. Like YouTube don't even. No one wants to hear my play, but
And with that, thank you for joining us for our second episode of OLAY KENNIE. It's also so funny that people are like, I love that of the two, Kendall is the one that gets the cock on track. It's so funny.
Like, listen, y'all think that, but she be driving this bitch off the track just as much. Oh, bye.
Bye.